recording. It's recording.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone.
Hi.
How are you?
Full. Thank you.
Yeah, that was
Yes,
a good.
thanks for
That was a
lunch.
nice lunch, wasn't it? If you want to, we could try that.
Put a switch over there. There we go.
Oh,
Cozy.
cool. Now I handed you a flyer that you now can't see. It's called EC Purchasing.
Okay. That's all right.
That's okay, because I'm going to bring it up on the screen here.
All right.
This is my only like second or third time presenting with the iPad that my company, Security Title, was kind enough to give to us to do our jobs with. And I wanted to do a little recording, so we're going to kind of be interactive a little bit. Some of the things that you can do in EC Purchasing, obviously get a phone discount. How many of you are Verizon users? So I think you're getting 19% off your bill every month.
I'm already getting it.
And you? Okay. And if you're not, it's real easy.
Do you have to be with Verizon or
You can
any
be with
carrier?
Verizon.
I'm in T-Mobile is what I have.
They don't have it.
That figures. They just got bought out by AT&T or something.
Yeah, you can get that now. I believe they're available again. EC Purchasing, here's the website and what it looks like.
Okay.
It's EC, like Edward Charles, purchasing.com.
Okay.
And see this button right here that says sign up in the upper right hand corner?
Yes, sir.
You'll click that, and it's going to ask you some information about you and your company. It's going to ask you first name, last name, job, your company name, email information. Definitely do the right email address. And here's the interesting part. Under username, you're going to pick your username and you're going to pick your password. That way, when you forget it, you can't call me and ask me.
Oh.
Actually, I'll show you the 1-800 number to call if you ever have any questions. They're really good folks over there.
Okay.
And after you click on agree, it's going to ask you who referred you later on in this next page. And you're going to want to pick me. Two reasons. Two reasons. One, most importantly, is if there's a problem with your account, they know who to call. Number two, if they don't show a referring agent, they'll ultimately try and kick you out of the system as to think that you were trying to get a discount that truly doesn't belong to you. So they do review all these. And they do check with me, and they send me an email that says, hey, is this person for real? Are they really working at this company? And I have to say, yes, they really are engaged in business in XYZ industry. Kind of neat. So with that said, EC Purchasing, go there and sign up. Some of the neat things that you can do, I'm actually going to show you the application that you can load on your phone or your iPad. It's really neat. You see EC Purchasing right there? And it used to be you'd have to go online to EC Purchasing, get a discount, in other words, buy your product online, and then go and pick it up in the store. Kind of difficult, huh? Now, you go online here, register a card. Let's say if I wanted office supplies from Staples, and there's Staples right down the street from me. See the little thing in blue that says Secure Staples Credit Card Application? You'll click that, choose the card or cards, plural, that you want to use, and whenever you go into the store and buy something and use that card, you immediately get your discount. It recognizes that card being connected to you, connected to me, and you get that discount. So if the paper's $55 and through me it's $30, you'll pay $30, and it'll show right on the receipt. Regular retail, $50, your price, $30. And that's on everything in the entire store with any of these people.
But you have to put your credit card information on
It has to be a registered card in the EC Purchasing system for you to get the discount.
Okay.
Yes, definitely.
Same thing with the phone?
The phone is different. I'll explain how the phone works as well.
Okay.
When you go back to the website EC Purchasing, you'll click on the Verizon logo or whatever your company logo is. It will actually take you to a website that looks like the Verizon site or looks like the Sprint site, but not really. Don't be concerned. It's kind of the backdoor system to EC Purchasing that they've created for us. It's going to ask you your account number, like the last 4 digits of your account number, the main phone number on the bill, registered user's name, maybe, like I said, the last 4 of the social, and that should be about it. If you have what's called a PIN number on your account, some people are concerned about privacy, so they lock their account down, so ex-wives and stuff like that can't get in there and turn their phones off. I've heard of these things happening. So if there's a PIN number attached to your account, you'll need that as well.
Can I just say something?
Sure.
I've just lost one of the discounts on my Verizon because you cannot have EC discount and the Realtor discount. You
That's right.
cannot have both.
Yeah, they used to
Which
support
one's
what's
more
called
good?
stacking.
What makes it better though?
I think EC is a bigger discount.
I think EC is. Yeah.
Let me ask you.
Verizon is 19% through EC purchasing.
Yeah,
And
it's
Sprint is
50.
20%.
So it
15
depends
on
on the company of what they're gonna give you as far as the
Yeah,
discount?
Verizon, like I said, 19%, Sprint 20%, the AT&T, Alltel, etc. I believe they're at 17%, but we're negotiating them right now. That's one of the reasons I'm kind of out. I don't want to say selling this, but educating, so we can get more members and get lower prices, not only for you but for us too.
What about, like, I have a family plan, I got my sons on it and stuff,
Uh-huh.
I mean, I pay for the whole damn thing, will that apply to discount to even my other son, my son's phones
Yeah.
and stuff?
That's a really good question. On the bill, at the top of the bill, what phone number's first up here? Yours?
Yeah,
Okay, and if that number is registered, all the rest of them will subsequently
all
get
the
the
other
same
numbers
discount
on
as well.
on my plan.
You
Yeah,
got to
mine
register
too.
the first number on the bill.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's your wife's, your girlfriend's, whoever's.
Yeah, I've got it all set up, I got 1, 2, 3 others under my bills.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
And I get
The
that.
Excellent.
good part about it
Excellent.
too is it becomes a business account. So if you have a problem with your phone,
Mhm.
they take care of it like that.
Oh, gosh, that's wonderful.
They're quick.
That's wonderful. Excellent.
Okay, so that's just some of the many things. Gifts, for closing gifts, look at some of the discount. 1-800-Flowers. I call up whenever there's somebody that we need flowers for. I call up and I say, it's Tony Scardina with Fidelity National Financial. And they say, what's your code? The code is FNF, so Frank, Nancy, Frank.
Always.
Immediately they give you 20% off.
That's
Or you could
always-
just say, I'm a member of EC Purchasing through Fidelity National Financial. Omaha Steaks, I think I bought a couple $100 worth of Omaha Steaks at Christmas for pennies on a dollar.
I know, I love
And then they
those.
shipped
I
it to
love
the house for
those.
free.
Yeah, yeah,
Last year I bought the little mini 10-inch laptop that was supposed to be the cool thing. Now my iPad's cooler, of course.
yeah.
But that was $120 shipped to the house through EC Purchasing. So the deals go on and on and on. There's always stuff going on in here.
Excellent.
Okay? And of course, Foley Wines is actually part of our company, if I'm not mistaken. He is the I'm being recorded. He's the CEO. Get some wine. So, if you wanted to get started, you could, but I'm already a member, so I showed you what it's like when you log in.
So I can't remember.
If you buy accessories for your phone,
Yeah.
automatic 20% discount right then and there.
Excellent.
Correct.
Whether it's the cover, the carrier, plug-in charger.
Now, everybody here pretty much has a smartphone, right? A Droid or an iPhone, something to that effect. Okay, so I'm going to show you an app. I'm actually going to show you at the App Store what it looks like. I already searched it out so I could bring it up quickly for you. But the keyword I used was Security Agent Pro. So if you keyword Security Agent Pro, you'll see this little logo in the upper left-hand corner. It's got my Security Title logo there.
Oh, I see it, okay.
It's made by Palm Agent Software. I don't have my pointer there, so picture me pointing right there with the big security, the big S logo. There are other ones. Don't load theirs because those are for other counties and other states. You want the one that says Security Agent.
Do you have to pay for that app, or is it a free app?
If you're on an iPhone, you need to email me and I can get you a code. If you're on any other type of Droid, what have you, it's free.
I got a Windows phone.
It's free.
Okay.
Whoa,
Yeah, no
Windows
problem.
phone.
I
Those
hate
are
it.
Cool.
I hate it.
You hate it? I
Yep.
heard a lot of good things about it.
No, I hate it.
guess you
I
don't
want
like
a
them,
Droid.
huh?
I want a Droid.
Maybe I won't get one.
Yeah.
You put that on my old phone, but I don't have it
Do you need
on
it
my
on
new
your new phone? I can get it for you. I'm going to show you what it does. Spencer will like this because Spencer's a lender.
What will I like?
Security Agent Pro.
Bye, Penny.
Oh.
So-
Yeah, I will like this.
Let's say we're working with a buyer, so we'll click on buy. We want to give them a quick estimate. What's the most common loan we're doing now, Spencer?
30-year fixed.
Conventional? FHA?
No,
FHA.
the most common is the FHA.
Okay, so we'll click FHA. How much home are we gonna buy today?
The average sales price right around 150.
How about 157?
Okay.
3.5% down.
3.5% down. Rates are in the mid fours.
So you would say 4.5.
Yeah. The mortgage insurance is 1.15% per year. Does it calculate that automatically?
Yes, sir.
Oh, nice.
We could add a home warranty in here. We could add all kinds of other options under additional options. If you need the HOA fee, HOA, let's say $90 a month for HOA, and that's monthly. If you had a seller contribution, you could add that as well. Let's say miscellaneous one-time fee of $450 for a home warranty through Fidelity Home Warranty. And you just click on compute. So the price, $157. You need $5,500 down. How does that look, Spencer? Loan amount $151,500.
See it from here.
Is your MIP of $1,515? Total payment?
What am I looking at? What? MIP.
Price?
That's the MIP is the upfront,
I'll break it all down for you here in a minute.
and then it shows the monthly. Okay, got it.
Principal, interest, taxes, insurance, $1,192 a month. Click on the closing costs, and here's your breakdown.
Wow, that's way better than the app I paid for. Dude, I kid you not. Well, I mean, I paid $300 for a cool little app
free
that's
through me.
a mortgage calculator, and that's way better.
And this does everything: title, your fees, realtor fees.
What's the name of the
everything's
app?
in here. It's called Security Agent Pro.
All right, go ahead.
And as
get
you
it.
can see, we've got everything in here. We've got the home appraiser, home protection, credit report, FedEx, everything's here. So when you give your customer this, you're giving them about as close as you can get without actually having a lender standing on your shoulder. Here's the neat part. When we're done, I can email this to Spencer right now.
Just resend. Wow.
Wow, that's awesome.
Isn't that good? Yeah, that's great.
It's upside down. Sorry, folks.
Flip it around.
I got my cable plugged in.
That's kind of cool how it always stays the right side up over there. Security agent. There you go. Now I feel like a dummy for buying the one that I bought.
Now I just sent that to my client, or Spencer in this case.
What is the upfront
Joe.
fee on the mortgage insurance?
It's a 1 point.
1 point of the loan?
It gets, yeah, 1 point of the loan amount gets rolled into the loan for the upfront.
What happened?
Yeah, I love how HUD makes it sound like they did the consumers a big favor when they lowered the upfront and increased the annual. By increasing the annual, they increased the size of the mortgage payment by probably at least 10%, and then they lowered the upfront from 2 1/4 down to 1 point, which then lowered the monthly payment by $1, $1.50. So they weren't doing anybody a favor; they were doing HUD a favor by collecting. They're collecting a lot more money in mortgage insurance now. Wow. Nowadays, there are some very good 95% programs for those clients that have the credit that just don't have the big down payment. If they got a 5% down payment instead, a little bit more than 3.5, they can get away from FHA and save about $120 a year on a $200,000 loan by doing a 5% conventional LPMI, which is lender paid mortgage insurance, so it's paid for by the lender up front and as a part of your rate. So, and the rate, compared to FHA, instead of being 4.5, maybe the rate is 5 1/4, but it still equates to a smaller payment because FHA charges the 4.5, and then they charge a 1.15% in mortgage insurance, and that's a pure finance charge. And that mortgage insurance is tax deductible until I believe the end of this year or the end of 2012, but it's not indefinite, and it probably won't be indefinite. As a matter of fact, I wouldn't be surprised if your elected officials try and take away the mortgage insurance or the mortgage interest deduction away from your consumers as a way to try and bring in more revenue, because they seem to think that we have a revenue problem, not a spending problem with our government. But I digress.
So with the same ease that you were able to do that with, that also works with the seller. And of course, Marion, I know for a fact that you've done a net sheet for sellers and been able to sell it or send it to them via email.
Yeah.
And that also works in reverse for the, let's say the short sale. When somebody's upside down, it'll still calculate all the figures and show a minus instead of a positive at the end. Not a good thing, but still a thing, and it works. For the lenders, Spencer, you can do the handy calculator, quick refi. It's all right here.
Nice. That's a great app.
It's a great app.
Yeah.
And again, free, low cost or no cost, kind of our mode around here on the West Valley. Trying to keep it cheap.
What was that other program you put on mine? Whereas if you were out, it went in an area around to tell us what else was on the market.
It's almost like she knew what I was going to click next, wasn't it?
Oh,
You're talking about Gateway. Gateway is right here.
it's the one I was telling you about, Chris.
What does this one do?
Gateway's really neat. We can use it one of two ways. You can see what's around you, so you can down at the bottom here, at the bottom in the black on the stripe at the bottom, it says near me. It'll bring up the properties that are near me right now, so if I wanted to pull quick comps, I can do that. Or if I wanted to pull something specific based on address, APN, or owner name. In this case, we could do an owner name. Anybody have a name we want to pull up? We're on video.
Well, I haven't bought another house yet, so do yours.
Eric,
I'll bring
phone
mine.
line.
I haven't recorded one yet. Still waiting for my offer to be accepted.
But all we can do
There you go. So all I did was, in this case, I just typed in Scardina, and this brought up all the properties with the last name of Scardina.
Oh, your dad's property, something.
Yeah. And there you are. And let's say we click on one. Now I can immediately pull the property profile, look at the transfer history, show the comps. Area analysis gives me a little chart, tells me how well that area is doing, up or down at the current rate. Sales analysis, nearby property. So in that case, this one's a townhome, so we'd know what was sold in that area. And let's do, or let's not do a comparable. We don't want to definitely pull the ones in New World. We want ones that are 88, 88, because I know those are all in that same area there. This one here is, yeah, it's right on top of it. Last sale price, $18,400.
Wow.
Where is it drawing this information from? The assessor website?
Yeah, well, we pull, since we own most of the data, we pull from them and we pull from our own data.
I
We
gotcha.
try and get a good blend of what's real.
This is coming from the tax records?
That's what I just said.
No, because I'm looking, I'm seeing
Oh.
zero bedrooms and one bath.
Yeah,
It's probably, that's
Total
probably
of
what's
3 rooms.
reported on the assessor
total
website.
of 3 rooms. See the 3 rooms?
Yeah, I see
Total
that,
rooms,
so
okay.
it must be a 2-bedroom.
Yeah.
Oh, must be a small place. What's the square
It's a
footage
little
on it?
townhouse.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, that
So,
explains it.
2 bedroom, 1 bath, 1 car garage.
Uh-huh. So it's got all the info there, legal description and everything.
Yep.
The
And
seller's name, did you notice that was a bank?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, considering what it last sold for, what it's worth is about half.
Yeah.
So, and at any time, any of this data, if it was relevant to what we're doing, I could click the email tab in the upper right hand corner and email that one specific one or multiples.
Oh, cool.
So transfer history
This has an Android app too?
does.
Wow, that's cool.
It works marginally well in the BlackBerry arena. It really likes the smartphone, the Droid, and the iPhone.
I had
Mhm.
HTC.
Yeah, that's a good phone. It'll work.
Which one? What?
HTC.
Mm-hmm. School reports, plat maps. How many times a day I get calls for plat maps? There's your plat map. Have a nice day. I mean, it's really just that easy. Got a little connectivity issue here.
Oh, there it goes. How nice.
I can blow it up. Shows everything in the area.
But I didn't notice that little email thing on that corner to email to somebody? I mean, can you print it? You have to.
I
print
can send
it?
you the whole thing.
Oh,
I just send you the whole
gotcha.
thing.
I understand.
So, if we wanted to see what was near us right now, I click on the Near Me button. There's where I'm at. I'm the big blue dot that's beeping in the middle of the screen there.
Yeah.
And here are the properties around us.
That are for sale or?
Yeah, what are
rented or
these?
whatever?
These should be sold, if I'm not mistaken.
Recently? Are they just recently sold, or?
Yep.
Oh, okay, cool.
Property profile. Let's see what we got here.
That's pretty cool.
It's the building, it looks like.
Oh yeah, it is.
We're in it.
This is us.
Mm-hmm.
Transfer date 11/27 of 02. So they've had it for a while. But if you wanted to see the actual properties, it's very similar to what Zillow does or what Realtor.com does. It just pulls in all the other data as well. Again, property profile. We know what that property is down across the way. So far, so good.
Yeah.
So if you'd like to have that app, schedule an appointment with me, and I'd be more than happy to come out and sit down with you, load it up. Some of these I need to be in front of a computer face to face with you to load because it requires some interaction between me and the PC or me and my iPad and your device and you not being on the device. But most of them will self-load and self-install right away.
As far as loading on the phone.
Correct.
No, unfortunately I stepped away to see what button you push for the search thing. Is that like on the front page? It'll tell you like on your front.
It's right here. Security Title Gateway. If you don't already have the gateway loaded on your phone, just see me after the class.
That's the second app in addition to
Yeah,
the
and you can-
Security Agent Pro. Okay.
And you can download that app on your smartphone, either at the App Store or at the Verizon store or the Sprint store online. They're all available just like this. And this one is, I believe it's Security Title Gateway. There it is. And you'll know because it'll have my company S there, see it?
Yeah.
They have it for the iPhone, the iPad. It also is for the Droid, the BlackBerry. If you type Security Agent Pro in your browser on your phone, it'll actually go to the website, know what kind of phone you have, and recommend which download and install you're going to do is click yes. Quite nice. Good so far?
Yeah.
Impressive. What other things can we show you? Anybody here not using Dropbox? Not using Dropbox? How many times?
I love Dropbox. Thank you, Tony.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
You were the one that introduced me to Dropbox.
We've had a good time with Dropbox. Well, they all now have it for your phone as well as your iPad, and I have it on my phone, my iPad, my laptop, my PC at home, and my PC at work. Sounds like a little bit of overkill, but it's just a real small little app.
And
I'll
it
show you.
updates all of them when you just update one, which I like.
Yes, that's what's great about it is all your data is safe and backed up by Dropbox in a central location that you can access from any number of different mobile devices or any computer and from any browser. So you don't have to have the Dropbox client installed on the computer, which you would if it was your home or your office computer, because obviously that's faster and it also is backing up that information directly on your hard drive. But
Who's that guy?
hey, there we are. Is that my wife?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Me and Spencer went out shooting one weekend, and we wanted to kind of collaboratively share files. And I go, hey, I'll just put them into Dropbox, share it with you. So him and I share everything from WCR things to pictures of things that we've done together.
That's my buddy Chris. He's from Canada, eh?
Eh?
You should hear him and his wife talk. It just cracks me up.
So the neat part is you can actually send an invitation. Like I can send you all an invitation to Dropbox. You can log in, get an account. All it
Don't
requires.
you dare send them, because I want to send them. So I get them all. I keep all
Obviously,
the company stuff on there.
Can you send it to me then, please?
I've already sent it to you twice.
Send it to me so I can check it out, yeah.
I already sent it to you twice.
some of the things I use it for.
Yeah.
I do a lot of classes and things like that, and I go to a lot of different places. So I can't always depend on my phone or my laptop or something. So I know that I can always go if somebody's got an internet connection, or I always have my iPad now that the company's gotten us iPads. It's really freed me up from, I used to carry pounds and pounds of junk with me in my car.
I used to have a portable hard drive with me, or you had to have a little flash
Yeah.
card or whatever. You don't have to have that anymore.
I have everything right here, right now.
You can just log into somebody else's
However,
computer?
let me point out with Dropbox, because I have read the fine print, do not, I repeat, do not store any documents that have personally identifying information like tax returns, any bank statements or anything. I do not use it for mortgage related stuff. I do not recommend. The only thing that I have agents do on it is maybe they might have a drop-off folder for contracts or something like that. But anything that has personal information like your social security number, addresses and stuff like that, I don't recommend Dropbox for that, simply for the fact that they back everything up on their servers. Okay, and that is not what I would consider secure for I mean, they even say it in the fine print. This is not designed for financial stuff. So, so just something to keep in mind. But Dropbox is great because we can do the pictures, we can do videos, and it's very easy. You can't email a 30 meg video to somebody. It just won't happen. But you can drop it into somebody's Dropbox folder and let them pull it back off of the Dropbox folder very, very easily.
Now,
So you can access other people that
how
have
do
Oh, yeah.
these agents put their paperwork into my Dropbox? We've
You
not
share a
worked that
folder?
out
Yeah,
yet.
you share a folder. So in other words, after I create, let's say I've created all these folders here, I want to share this with you. Let's say I want to share my flyers and handouts.
And I'll show you what it looks like when I hook the laptop up after he's
Right.
he's done with his thing. We'll hook up the laptop. We'll show you what it looks like on a regular computer as
Okay.
well.
Gotcha.
See, I can email you the link right out of here.
What is that? You just touched on the paper
Well, yeah,
clip?
it's different. It's going to look different on a PC.
Gotcha, gotcha.
But
That's why I
you-
mentioned that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh.
if Spencer wants to take that part later in the PC world, that's fine.
Okay.
You never thought that IBM guy would be sitting here talking about Mac stuff, but stranger things have happened. Maybe next week my hair will grow back. Good luck, right?
Yeah.
Rogaine and Miracle Grow Man.
That's right.
Miracle Grow.
Okay, so now I'm going to give you something since we've had a lot of fun so far. And everybody has a car. Everybody pays a ton of money to get a car wash, right?
Oh, this is great.
You ready?
Great.
Okay,
Yes.
get your pens out.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to share with you the coolest little application ever. Well, it's not even an application. It's just
Oh, we've got
Yeah,
that.
we did that.
Did you all do this?
Yeah, we
And
got
And you
it
got
done
your
it.
group code?
Yeah,
Sure do.
he came in here.
Oh,
What do
he
you
did.
do? You just give them the group code when you pull up?
Yeah.
No, go to
You
the
have to
website,
register your car.
dannys25th.com.
Show them how to email that directly to me from your Dropbox.
Open it, I don't want to send it.
There you go. That's pretty cool. See, now all the phones that have, or tablets that have an application like this,
There you go.
have a really easy way of you being able to email something from your Dropbox directly from that app or whatever. But again, I'll just show you. It looks a little bit different on the computer, but it's really not
Yeah,
that
I
much
need
different.
to get
So
a
for the non-technical people.
Right, Nashi? We have a problem between Nashi
But it works
and I.
out really well. For instance, here's a great for instance on how we use the share folders, aside from, obviously pictures and stuff, but we do a lot of stuff with West Valley WCR.
Mhm.
I'm on the board with them, and there's a lot of stuff, whether it's flyers or documents or this treasurer. I'm the treasurer, so all the treasurer stuff.
Here's all
is
the
on there.
WCR stuff, because I had two.
Yeah.
Also a
but
member.
it's all in one folder that is shared with all of the board members and all the committee members like Tony. So everyone has access to that information if they need to get to it. It's not like anyone has to call me, hey Spence, can you send me the budget?
Where's the banner? I just go right here's the
They can
banner.
Go right onto the Dropbox folder that we're all sharing and
Yeah,
look at
so
that
that's what
information.
I want to do with all the paperwork.
everybody
It'll
Here's
be
all
so
the board
easy.
minutes, the BOM flyers, any changes. I know he keeps all the
Yeah,
cost sheets up there for There's the Queen of Hearts information.
Yeah, there should be one that says treasurer's folder, do not edit, but it's designed to be there for anyone to go and look at the information anytime they want to. Certainly, I hope that no one goes in and edits those documents, besides they're password protected, so you can't.
Right.
But, you know,
Oh, when are we giving those out?
Holy cow, what's that?
When are we giving those out?
Kidding. Goodness sakes.
We did that.
I see that.
We were doing
2 months
that.
ago.
I didn't know how many people were handing them out, but yeah, we had it set up on the website so that when somebody ordered, you know, they could order one and get another one for half off.
I didn't know anything about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember when you did it? You did it. You brought like 3 agents and you only paid like $40.
Well, for those agents that are going to be watching this video, if they mention this, we'll go ahead and give it to them. How's that?
Yeah, no, that's fine. If anybody, you can print off some of these and we'll hand them out. Absolutely.
And I will tell you, I got another referral today from WCR.
Oh, good.
From
That's good to hear.
somebody
We
else
really
out
need,
there.
and you know what, if you guys are looking for, it's not just for women, it is an organization that was originally
That's
geared
a
just
good
towards
one.
women, but they do, you know what I mean? I'm a dude, I'm there, and Tony's there, but anyone that wants, it's a really good networking opportunity, you know, and this chapter has, you know, suffered for the last 3 years as the market has suffered, and they've lost a lot of members, and you know, they're making some changes. I see some positive changes that are coming with what they're doing and some of the ideas that they have, and I'd love to see more people show up at these at their luncheons and more members show
It's
up.
good
'cause,
food too.
yeah, it's actually pretty good food, and you know they're only I think 2 or 3 members away from having the 20 realtor members that they need in order to keep going, so that they don't get any more I guess slaps on the hand from national or whatever you want to call it. At any rate, yeah.
Well, we're
That's
gonna
my
get these
WCR
things,
plug.
remember?
Okay, one last thing I'll go over just really quick. I don't know if we do any commercial stuff. I think you've done a little bit of commercial stuff.
Well, the person that does is not here.
But
He
Oh
has
yeah,
some
he
around
just
here,
left. Yeah, he was asking me about that before he took off.
Yeah.
LoopNet also available, so if you wanted to see all the commercial
that's
stuff.
what we've been looking at,
Yes.
because
Love it.
we have one commercial building and 30 acres and a 20-acre parcel we need to put on there. And trying
Are
to
they
find
just
the
dirt?
value is something
Are they
else.
just dirt? You're talking
Is this another
I've got
security
2 that are
application?
dirt.
No, it's
Yeah.
it's
Called LoopNet?
LoopNet is free.
He comes
Yeah.
down and works for him before he came out of that.
Free.
Free. Is it no cost? I don't charge it. Nobody charges for it.
And you can get full service.
You get most of the service.
So
If
how
you
you
wanted to.
look at, and you can only go so far.
Yeah.
Right.
And then you have to pay.
Right.
Exactly.
So free is the beginning half.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
It can get pretty pricey.
It does, that's why I never said it to the
Right.
next level.
And again, you know, we always have the access to Mike Boring downtown. Mike's probably one of the premier people in the industry as far as property research goes.
He's absolutely fantastic.
And we are really fortunate enough to
Mike
have
Boring.
him working for us. His name is Mike Boring.
Yeah, he's fantastic.
Oh yeah, Mike, he's good to work with.
I send him something over and I've got it back usually within a couple of hours. He is great.
The last thing I'm going to talk about really quick, and then I'm going to probably call it a day for you, is we have the 60-day late list still available. There are still zip codes in this area available. So if you want to know who's 60 days late, and go knock on their door before they're 90 days, and you get it from all the other title companies, see me. I can get you the list. I just need you to pull the zip code and email it to me. That's it. Tony, it's Bob. I want 85302. Renter or 60-day lates.
What do we
Renter.
have to do for rentals?
Just give me the zip code, send me an email. I gotta track each one of them that gets submitted, so I know who's who and what's what,
Does
and
it
where's
have
it going.
phone numbers on it too?
Would you like to have phone numbers?
Yeah.
I'll only give you the ones that are legal for you to call.
Okay.
Okay.
LoopNet's not an Android app, I don't think.
Yeah.
Scrub. in other words.
Scrub. Yeah, it's run through the system. And the other one, we have the renter lead still. So for those of you trying to convert renters to buyers,
Yeah, that's what we want.
I can tell you who the renters are. I can tell you their name, address, phone number, and their tri-merge credit score. So you know in advance that they're already going to make it through the credit process before you put them in touch with your old buddy Spencer over there.
I'm actually working on it.
So how do you do them? Through zip codes again?
Through zip codes again, you'll just tell me I want renters in 85302, and I'll see if it's available and make sure another agent's not in there. I don't oversaturate the program. I want you to work it and get business from it, so it in turn gives me business as well. And me giving it out to everyone, just mamby-pamby, throwing it out there isn't gonna do anything. I wanna keep it so I know who's who and I'm not crossing any agents out in the field. Sounds difficult, but I have some people I said, you're gonna have to pick it or wait. Sorry. So if it's available, I'll get it to you. If there's a person in that area that's not working it, I will call them and say, are you working it? No, I haven't had time. I've been busy with the kids. Okay, I'm going to pull your area and give it to another agent. Boom, and then you can have it.
Okay.
So if you like, just submit me an email of what you'd want, and we'll go ahead and get them out. We've had really good success with it. It's probably the biggest program I got going right now.
Yeah. Okay, super.
Where does that happen? From the Sign My Pad? Is that the?
Oh, Sign My Pad. You want to see Sign My Pad? I'll show you Sign My Pad.
Sign my what?
Sign My Pad. It's a document signing. Everybody always wants to go, oh, I want to get a way to sign all my documents and email them, and I'll show you. This is the best way to do it. This is just a random PDF, but let's say it was a contract, and you sent it to me, and you wanted me to sign right here under my name. Take my finger across here, which you can't see me doing. I'm touching the screen. I hit menu. Oops, I hit add. I'm sorry. Signature. Then I sign it with my finger or my.
Oh, how neat.
What's neat is when I click done, there's my signature right up there on the screen.
How cool.
Now I save it and I email it off to you, or I go to page 2. Go to the next page. I sign this one here. I want to sign right here. Add signature.
Will they accept?
It's good enough for us to open escrow, but I will need a backup.
I was gonna say, but if it had a DocuSign signature on there, that's okay
Yep.
compared to this.
This will
But you
work
still
to get
open escrow with this.
Yes,
That's kind of
you
a big
bet.
deal.
Yep, and then you can fax it, mail it. I don't care, whatever. Right now, it's good enough to get a deal open, though, no problem.
Gang, I have a
How do you get
DocuSign
the
account. One of the
Yeah,
service
so
documents
that way
that
now-
I
yeah.
provide to agents is that if
I'm
they
sorry?
Like a lease agreement or?
send me the contract
yeah, I can sign
that they
anything.
want
Any
a
PDF.
pre-qual letter for,
Any-
then I
So
take
you have
that
to
contract, I
download
write up the
the
pre-qual
document
letter, and then I
through this
email the
is where you-
contract and the
Yeah, you're
pre-qual
gonna
letter
email it
out
to
to the
yourself
buyers for
or fax
signature
it
with
to
my
yourself as a
DocuSign
PDF.
account. And as soon as the
Okay.
buyers
And then
have
you just open it
clicked
right
on
out
the
of the
buttons
program,
and
you
signed
do
it,
that.
it all comes back to me, and I can email it directly to you from my
You
phone
need help
or
with it,
anywhere.
let me know.
Yeah,
But sometimes,
we
the
opened
document,
one
something, if you're
a
sending it
couple
out, you
weeks
wanna
ago.
like, even
Yeah.
put a little
That
X,
DocuSign is
this is
great.
where
Oh,
you
it
have the
is.
initial exit.
I mean, it's
No,
great
you
for
can't do
that.
that.
On the
You
lending
can't do
side,
that.
it kind of
No.
sucks
Actually,
because most lenders don't accept
You'll wanna-
DocuSign disclosure,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
that first round of disclosures.
Some of the banks won't accept it either on the contract.
Yeah, pretty much all of them won't. They'll take it on them. They seem to not have a problem with it on the contract, but on the mortgage application and the disclosures, they have a big problem with that DocuSign signature.
I can understand that.
So, even though Fannie Mae totally accepts and every single lender out there has an overlay that says they won't. So,
All right, there's our short overview of some of the great tools that we have to offer you.
Thank you, Tony.
Fabulous.
the
Not a
biggest
problem.
of which is the fact that we don't mind driving out to your office to help you guys.
Yeah,
Exactly.
So
That is
don't be
great.
afraid to give us a call and say, hey Spence, or hey Tony, are you going to be out here in the neighborhood next week or in the next couple of days or whatever? Because we'll make time to come out here.
You bet.
Amazing.
And of course, with the relationship we have, not only through past experiences, but for WCR and everything else, we kind of go out of our way. And I
Absolutely.
definitely like to work with Spencer. I've seen his clients leave my office. I know he does a good job because they walk in smiling, they walk out smiling. That's usually a good sign.
Yeah.
Usually when they walk out with that really scowly look, I know something went sideways.
yeah.
That only happened one time, but that wasn't my fault. These people, I felt so bad for them, but their appraisal came in $5,000 under the purchase price, and this was a traditional sale, and the sellers were like, no, we're not taking less. And these people were so exhausted with the mortgage process itself that they were willing to I mean, granted, they had everything they wanted in it, so they didn't have to do any work. And that was the reason why they liked it, and that was the reason why the seller stuck to their guns about what they wanted to get for it. But, these people had to cough up an extra $5,000 they weren't expecting to cough up at the closing table. Not at the closing table, but before they got to the closing table. And that was their biggest complaint, is that they weren't happy about paying too much. You're paying over the appraisal amount for the house. But that was the only time I've ever had a dissatisfied signer, and they weren't mad at me. But they were happy to get the house that they wanted. I reminded them that, that's $5,000. So what? You don't have to do any work on your house when you move in.
Yeah.
All the work's been done, they had just remodeled the whole place, I guess.
Spencer, you up next?
Yeah, I just gotta plug in that laptop, and you know what I'm gonna do is show you the services I provide online. I'm gonna hand out these flyers. I'm gonna make myself available for anybody that wants me to show them something on my websites while I'm here today. But I have the capability of, I have a GoToMeeting account with Citrix, and so I have the ability to do one-on-one training sessions with you for the services I provide from your home computer, from my office. You know, we don't have, I can do all that remotely, and I do that a lot because the stuff that I provide does require a certain amount of training, or it could be for anything. Hey Spence, can you help me hook up my printer? You know, sometimes it's a matter of me being able to see your screen as if I was standing behind your shoulder in order to fix a computer problem that you might be having, and that GoToMeeting account allows me to do that. Because then it allows me to switch presenters and let me see your screen while I'm talking to you on the phone and tell you where to click in order to fix something. So I do a lot of that kind of stuff, and I do a lot of you know, the services I provide, like the property site sponsorship, and then
iPad?
blogging and all that stuff. So let me go ahead and plug in my.
You ready for me to get out of here?
Yeah, let me. Do you want me to stop recording then?
Up to each printer, I mean, if you're mobile.
No, it's wireless.